Welcome to Activity 8.4. So in 8.3 we created our certificate template for encrypted file system with Windows 10 and Server 2016 and newer. And now we're going to create a group policy to allow the deployment of the, or to facilitate the deployment of that certificate to the domain so other computers could utilize the certificate. Alright, so we're working on server DC1 for this task. And we're going to go to group policy management. Alright, so we're in our forest here. We're going to go to our domain. Make this window bigger here. Just a little more visibility. Alright. So under group policy objects, again, there's a couple different ways to configure this. We could either do it at the domain level or create them here and then add them level later, which is what we're going to do according to the book. Oh, what am I? New, not view. Alright, cert auto enroll. It's always good to name your GPOs with something meaningful so people know what they're for. Prevents having to hunt stuff down as much later. So we created a certificate which has no settings yet. So now we need to edit the certificate, or not certificate, the group policy. Alright, so I'm going to edit window open. So we're going to go to user configuration because the encrypted file system certificate in this case is for the users. Alright, so we want a policy, not a preference. Remember, a preference is only a, here we set this for by default for you, but you can change it, whereas the policy says, here, this is the setting, and that's what it is. You cannot change it. It enforces the setting, basically. Alright, so go to Windows settings. Oops, wrong tab there. Security settings. Public key policies. Certificate client auto enrollment. And we're going to enable that. Alright, so we need to make sure we're enabled here. And then we're going to click on Renew Expired Certificates. So once the certificate expires, it should auto-renew. And then, let's see, what else do we want? Update pending certificates. Or update certificates. Okay. Don't see that one on here. And anything else we need? Oh, okay. So renew, expired, update, remove, and then check update certificates. Alright, so we've set the policies for that GPO. We can close it now. We have our GPO here, but it's not currently doing anything because it's just in our, here's the policies that are on the domain. Now we have to actually go link them somewhere. Alright, so now we have to link this policy somewhere. And we're just going to do it at the domain level in this case. If we were going to do it on a organizational unit, we could do it there, and we would only apply to whatever device, computers or users are under that organizational unit. In this case, we're doing it for the whole domain, so all users in the domain can use the certificate. So we're going to link the existing GPO. We're going to choose our, oops, I don't know why, the header there. Or put our cert auto enroll policy in here. You see it has the shortcut arrow showing that's linked now. And it's on there. So now we can Go back to server DM1. And we want to go to our certificate authority, so we can close out the templates here. Let's go ahead and refresh that in case anything changed. Right click. Oh, we do one in there. Okay. So if you can see our EFS 2016 templates here. If you notice on the schema version, it changed from the basic EFS one. And that just means like which versions of Windows and stuff it supports. That's the schema versions. So it won't apply on anything earlier than Server 2016 or Windows 10. So like Windows 7, this certificate would not work for. All right, so we're going to come back in here. We're going to go to security. And we're going to change this setting to, we're going to have domain users, and we're going to allow them to auto enroll. So now we just created the group policy on server DC1 to push it out for them to be able to access the certificate and have the certificate. And now we're going to allow them to auto enroll in this certificate. So that means when they try to use EFS, it could automatically grab the certificate. Okay. Let's see, let's go back to the certificate authority. And we're going to put properties on here. And the policy module tab. Go to properties. And we're going to follow the settings in the certificate template, which is the default thing there, so we can cancel out since there's no changes. And now we're going to go to, I guess we're back out here again. Certificate templates. Okay, so certificate template to issue. And now we're just telling it to use that certificate for the issuing. And we are done with this activity.